Hi guys, Jason here, and today I'm going to be running and reviewing these Triple Crown Roadrailer cars from Weaver Models. These Roadrailers are a very unique type of car. There's only one railroad that actually has them in full use, and that's Norfolk Southern, and they only run them throughout a certain area of the United States. And me being such a big Norfolk Southern fan, I see these all the time where I live, so when Weaver came out with them, I knew I had to have a bunch of them. A few companies have made the Roadrailers in the past, K-Line being one of them. Those are very hard to find now. Bowser is the company that made the Roadrailer you currently see in front of you, or at least they created the tooling. Weaver bought the tooling from Bowser just a few years ago, and interestingly enough, if you look at the bottom of these cars, it'll still say the Bowser Company logo on the bottom. When Weaver made these, I saw it in my local hobby shop and I bought one of them and then immediately asked my dealer to get a hold of as many as he could, and he was only able to get a hold of 5 more, so I had 6. After searching longer and buying some off of eBay and my dealer finding some more, I had 12. Well, a lot of people demanded more of these, and recently Weaver released a few, and I just picked up 10 new ones, which brings the grand total for me to 22 Roadrailers. And it was really impressive because I had 10 of those boxes all stacked up on top of each other and looked really cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unbox the one you see in front of you, show you how they connect together, and then I'll run them around the layout. Okay, here's the car in the box, and let's go ahead and undo it. Now, in the packaging, it comes with a few more of these tongues that screw onto the front. If you run these on a layout with very tight turns, they have a very long tongue that you can attach to it, so it can negotiate very small turns. It also has a very, very small tongue that you can put on. I have a minimum of 0.72 curves, and the small tongue still does not work on curves that small. So you'd have to have really huge curves to need to use this. The car itself is equipped with a medium-sized tongue, which is already attached to the car, and this works just perfectly for my layout. This is the medium-sized tongue, screws onto the bottom right here. If I flip it around, this is what I was talking about right here. You can see the Bowser logo. Now, of course, these are unique cars because it just sits on one truck. There's no truck up front, and it just sits on one on the back. And that's what's interesting about these Roadrailers. Now, hooking the Roadrailers together is actually pretty simple. These trucks actually extend out slightly on each one of these cars. And if we look at the back, when you drop that down, a small opening is revealed back here. So when it sets back on the track, it closes around the tongue that is attached to the front of the car. So we can do that right here. If I lift up the truck, the trailer, insert the tongue and set it back down, there, it's attached. And that's how all of these connect to each other. And a pretty prototypical space between the two trailers. So I think it looks really good. Okay, so now that I have it all hooked up, I'm going to go ahead and start the engine up and run it around for you. Alright, that about wraps it up. I do want to mention really quick that if you want to buy these Roadrailers, you do have to buy a coupler mate from Weaver, and that looks like this. It's a truck that has a coupler that you're used to seeing, a knuckle coupler, and then the Roadrailer sits on this small little opening right here. And so if you want to run these, you have to buy a coupler mate, which is available from Weaver. These also come in other road names besides Triple Crown, but if you do buy the Triple Crown ones, they're available with the smaller medium size logo and the larger size logo, which you can see both in the screenshot right here. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. Feel free to ask questions, and we'll see you next time.